Hey everyone, Brian here. Haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I'd do a cracker pack before we work on the next mystical teachings. Been in and out of the city, really going on vacation to different places. The past 2 weeks was in Baltimore, then was in New Jersey. So haven't had that much time to really play Magic though. When I was in Baltimore, I played at an SCG Open. Took a couple videos there, but the quality was a little iffy, so I might do some editing before I put up that vlog, if at all. But today is the pre-release for Magic Origins, so I thought, even though I can't get a pack of Magic Origins, I might as well do one from the last set, which was, well, actually one of my favorite draft sets, draft formats, Cons of Tarkir, Dragons of Tarkir, so we'll do a crack pack here, and I'll see if I can remember how to draft this format. I think it's taking the rare, but hopefully I can, it'll be a little bit more interesting than that with some uncommons, so here we go. But yeah, not gonna be doing any pre-releases. Kind of want to save my money up for other vacations. Other trips I'm doing later this summer, and then I've taken up tennis again, so that's got a little bit expensive with the strings and all that stuff. All right, try and hide all that stuff there. So first up, we have Kolaghan Skirmisher. This is a 2-mana 2/2 bear with dash for 3. This card's good in the black-red aggressive deck. It's definitely a key role player in the dash deck and any black-based aggressive decks. It's a good 2-mana 2/2. Always a fine bear, and then having a dash helps it to sneak in some extra damage later in the game. Kolaghan Stormsinger. This is another... Oh, no, sorry, this isn't a dash creature. This is a Megamorph. 1-mana 1/1 with haste. Megamorph for 1 red. When it's turned up, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Not entirely sure how well this card plays early game. If you're a black-red aggressive deck, or is Raid even still in this format? I don't think so. I was gonna say this could help trigger Raid with a haste guy, but my guess is you want to play him as a morph, turn him up, turn him into a 2/2, and then give another creature haste. But that's a lot of mana to ask for. I guess you would go with him turn 3 as a morph, and then play another 3-drop, and then flip him up. I don't know. Probably. Center Soul. This is a 2-mana instant. Target creature gains protection from color of your choice until end of turn with rebound. This is a nice card. It's a good combat trick. That was trigger prowess. And then off the rebound, you can pretty much make your guy unblockable for a turn, which is definitely good defensive combat trick, and then offensive combat trick, just back-to-back turns. I like it, but maybe not first pick. Well, Monastery Lore Master, 4-mana 3/2 with Megamorph. When he's turned faced up, return target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard to your hand. I overrated this card a lot. I don't think he's that great, really. 6 mana to Megamorph him is pretty high. And he doesn't have much evasion either, and then he just turns into a 4/3, which can be stopped pretty easily in this format. If he had some type of evasion, maybe flying, I think he'd be better, but then he wouldn't be a common. Conifer Strider, 4-mana 5/1 with Hexproof. This card always scares me, though I haven't lost to it in any drafts that I played. Just the fact that Hexproof is always something to be wary of, especially if you can give it some type of evasion with a rune mark. Either giving it flying or buffing up its toughness, because 1 toughness is pretty low, but 5 power is very high. So he's definitely one of the scarier cards for me to play against, but I haven't been beaten by him yet, and I've seen people with wavering successes. Hopefully that truck outside isn't too loud. They're getting to recycling. 2-mana defeat sorcery. Destroy target creature with power 2 or less. I'm thinking of Reeve Soul from Magic Origins. They pretty much just printed a better version of this card. This card is... I thought it was going to be better than it was. It can help kill morphs when they're face down, but so far it's good removal, but I wouldn't say premium. But I think it's leading my list so far. I think it's between this and Kolaghan Skirmisher right now. Reduce in stature, 3-mana, blue enchantment aura. Creature has base power and toughness 0/2. Once again, it's removal, but kind of odd removal. And since it's just base power and toughness, anything with +1/+1 counters can still be pretty big. Enduring Victory. This one's gonna take my first pick so far. 5-mana instant, destroy a target attacking or blocking creature, bolster one. This is really good. In the white decks, it helps straight destroy a creature, so it doesn't matter power and toughness. Then bolster one, so you can go in for a block, and then they would think it would trade, or it's a chump block, and then move it up into saving your creature, or a trade, which is pretty powerful. Bolster one's always a nice thing to have there, buffing your smallest creature. I like this card. Epic Confrontation. Ooh, we're getting to some nice removal here. Epic Confrontation. Target creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. I don't know if I said sorcery. It says sorcery, not instant. This is also a good removal spell. It's very similar to Savage Punch in both in art and ability. I think it's a toss-up right now between Epic Confrontation and Enduring Victory. I think Epic Confrontation takes the lead a little bit here, just because it costs less. Tormenting Voice. 2-mana sorcery has additional cost to cast Tormenting Voice. Discard card, draw 2 cards. I've always been on the fence about this card. As much as I love drawing 2 cards, sometimes I don't want to discard a card too. It's kind of weird. I think it's overrated. I think some people play it too often. It doesn't go in every single deck. Maybe aggressive decks, but I think it's overrated to some extent. But yeah, I can see someone playing it. I'm taking the removal spells over this one though. Scion of Ugin, 6-mana, 4/4 flyer, dragon. I don't know what to really say about this other than it's a 6-mana 4/4 flyer, and it's a dragon. So it's always that's solid, but maybe a little bit high costing. But it does go in every single deck. It's kind of like an artifact. Here are my dragons. Belltoe Dragon, 6-mana, 3/3 flying hexproof megamorph. When it flips up, put +1/+1 counter on all each creature, other dragon creature you control. Excuse me. Hexproof is always annoying, like I was mentioning earlier with the Coffer Strider. The only thing I don't like about these dragons is on 6, if you need to play something, they're only 6-mana 3/3s. It'd been nice if they're at least base 6-mana 4/4s, and then when they flip up, they turn to 5/5s, but you can't have it all, I guess. And I do like this card, especially once it's face up or once it's hexproof. It's always nice to just have a nice hexproof flyer getting in there, but I always want to have to flip it up because I always think it's a 4/4 if I just slam it on 6 and then I get wrecked by some random 3-powered flyer. Bloodchin Rager. 2-mana, 2/2. Whenever Bloodchin Rager... Is that really its name? Bloodchin Rager? Attacks each warrior creature you control can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. This is definitely good in the Black-White Warriors deck. Obviously, it's got Warrior in not only its creature type, but in its ability. And this is a good board stall breaker. Normally, in aggressive decks, you have a bunch of small creatures. You try and get in there quickly, and all of a sudden, they get a big creature down, then they get another big creature down, and all of a sudden, you can't really make good attacks. This can help get more of your guys through because they're forced to double block some creatures, and then other creatures will get through for maybe that extra just 5 points of damage you need to kill your opponent. Alright, those 3 uncommon, so let's see what the rare is. Oh, Illusory Gains. Okay, thankfully not a card that it's not automatic first pick. This is a weird card. As much as I like blue cards, I think and I like mind control effects, control magic effects. This is just kind of weird. You can't always control the creature you want to control, and sometimes they can bait. They can, if they know you have it, slam their big guy, you illusory gains, and then they slam a small guy, and all of a sudden it's just game over. Then they get their guy back. Not automatic first pick. I'm not gonna take this card. Maybe that's wrong. I don't think that's. But I don't think so. And it plays really weird with exploit. Refer to Dragons of Tarkir for that. And a forest, because ooh, that's a nice forest. Is that a volcano in the background? Alright, and a morph token. Alright, so not an automatic rare pick here, so I'm gonna take a look at the cards that I have. really quickly. And I'm off camera, so I think, let's see, so we got Epic Confrontation, Enduring Victory, maybe Belltail Dragon. I'll throw the rare in there just so we know what we're competing up against. There's a Bloodchained Rager, a Defeat, and a Kolagon Skirmisher. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those there. This is actually an interesting one here. I don't know what to take. I'm going to take Enduring Victory. That's my guess so far. I think it's between... maybe not Belltail Dragon. Maybe Belltail Dragon isn't that there. Maybe I'm just getting caught up in Hexproof Dragon. That's not that great. I think I'm going to take a removal spell here. I think on pure power level, Enduring Victory, just the fact that it destroys any creature, really, target attack creature or blocking creature, and then bolsters one is powerful. And then Epic... These are... I think these are... It's like 1A, 1B for this here. I don't play green that often, so sometimes I'm not sure how well to rate this card, but I know a lot of people love Epic Confrontation. But I'm gonna take Enduring Victory just because that leads me into more path that I'm more familiar with. And when you're drafting, sometimes you want to, if you're open, you know, some people want to try different draft strategies, and that's, you know, you won't always be open there. But if you don't know what to do and you're just kind of banking out, just go with something that's more familiar. So I'm gonna take Enduring Victory. I really have no idea what the real pick here is, so if you're watching this and you have a better idea of what to take, let me know. But I do think it's somewhere there. There's a Scion, Tormenting Voice. I think that's reduced in stature, maybe. That's blue, and then that's pretty much it. Maybe it's not even a removal spell. Maybe it's Bloodchained Rager. That's not a bad card. The more I read this, it's pretty good. But it does trigger remorse, and I'm going to take Enduring Victory. This was actually a pretty hard pack. For me, at least, because there's no just wide open take this pick. So, hopefully you enjoy this video. I guess this is my last Dragons of Tarkir video until Magic Origins comes out. But maybe I'll do a flashback. But until then, take care, guys, and let me know what you would take.